Good morning.
Good morning.
So what have you all been up to? Well, I've said this before, but I want to, looking around this group, tell you that I told you this a long time ago. I'm going to tell it to you again. That I've always said with the staff here, with our cabinet, with this team, people ask about politics and policy, and I say I keep the two separate. I keep my campaign throughout this election separate from the office of the county executive, separate from our cabinet. But I've also said repeatedly that good policy makes for good politics. And we do great things for people. People notice. And you all have played such a key role in that. And there's no doubt that a large part of why 2 months from today I'm going to be sworn in as the next governor is because we get a story to tell in Milwaukee County about the good things we've done, even under tremendous challenges. And I just want to personally tell you all thank you for playing a key role in that. I very much appreciate that. It's an exciting day. Haven't got much sleep, so I'm operating a little bit off adrenaline. The only ones that amazed me more than my two sons, Matt and Alex, was about 1:45 this morning. My two nieces, Isabella and Eva, were still running around the hotel room, and in fact, my brother was good enough to stay with the boys, and I went home to try and sleep at home because I figured it was easier than sleeping in the hotel room. But got up early this morning and have been on the phone ever since. As I mentioned, in a very gracious introduction in front of the Finance and Audit Committee from Chairman Holloway, and I appreciate that. Obviously, a lot of times in the media, they play out the differences, but I mentioned to the chairman that I've always appreciated he's straightforward with me, and I with him, and that it doesn't often get covered. But if you think over the years with the museum, with the Mercer case, years ago with Midwest, and some of the other issues, the times were tough. The chips were down, we found a way to get it done, and so I appreciated that. He, of course, jokingly kidded me that he sent two of his colleagues to keep track of me in terms of two members of the county board elected. I was kidding Beth. I said that it took me the longest time between Beth and then for a while we had a supervisor Krug, and I said having served with a Representative Krug and a Representative Cogs, and then Spencer became a senator, I'd always have to stumble and make sure I didn't call them by somebody who wasn't them. But now I have to get back to getting going from supervisor to Representative Cogs again. But it'll be interesting and an exciting time for all. But I plan on being here through the end of the year. We've still got plenty of work to do. We've still got the 2010 budget to finish up, and we're going to talk about it this morning. But we've got work to do yet on looking ahead to the 2011 budget. And I'm going to be just as engaged as I have been along the way. I'm going to be splitting duties a little bit. For example, today I'll be going over this afternoon to meet with budget folks from the state government about preparing for the start of the 2011-2013 budget. So I got a lot of budget numbers in my head these days, but thankfully we've got good folks here as well as good folks in the state.
Lauren and Lisa made and volunteered their services to make a very nice cake that has the county executive's countenance on it, and that's edible, by the way. It's an edible picture. and we appreciate that. But because we are also celebrating the county executive's elevation in January to governor of the state of Wisconsin, we also want to acknowledge his birthday. And let me start the rendition in a lower note than they started with last night, so you can hit the high notes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to